Hi Danish learner, welcome back to my channel, Danish Matters. I'm Tina Baga, your Danish friend and tutor. If you're new here, Danish Matters is a channel where I talk about the Danish language and sometimes also the more psychological aspects of learning Danish, and I talk about the Danish culture as well. So, welcome to Danish Matters. Today I'm talking about words that you might mix up because they either sound alike, look alike, and it can be difficult to distinguish. So, first word is forbi and forbi. Forbi, forbi. Gå forbi means to pass someone. Hun går forbi ham. She passes him in the streets, på gaden. Hun går forbi ham. Forbi. And forbi is phobia. So it could be hun har edderkoppefobi. She has a phobia against spiders. And I'm just going to show you. It looks like this. I know my handwriting isn't great, but I hope that you can make them out anyway. Forbi, that's an R, right? That means that you have to open up your mouth. Forbi, and forbi. Yeah, forbi, forbi. The next one is forgå and foregå. Forgå means to perish. Yeah? So I don't know. She perished. Hun forgik. Go is a verb in itself, right? And this one is conjugated just like go. So it is gik in the past. Forgik. Yeah? Forgå, forgik. And foregå means to happen. So remember to put an R in the present tense, right? So I could say, hvad foregår der her? What's going on here? What is happening? Yeah? I'm just going to show you that one. So, forgå and foregå. Foregå is with an E in the middle. Yeah, that's why the first syllable becomes long. Foregå. And then forgå, there is no E. Yeah. The next one is forstå. Forstå. I think you know forstå, yeah? Jeg forstår ikke dansk. I don't understand Danish. Jeg forstår ikke, hvad du siger. I don't understand what you're saying. Again with the R at the end, right? Forstå, understand. Forestå is to be in charge of something or to conduct something. I think you can say, præsten forestår vielsen. The priest is conducting the marriage ceremony, like marrying someone. Yeah? And here it's again the same, forstå, forestå. The one about conducting something, the one about being in charge of something, that is with an E. Yeah? Forestå. So I'm going to show you that. Forstå, forestå. Like this. The next one is fortrække, foretrække. Again, it's the same system here. Fortrække could be their facial expressions that you can have. Hun fortrækker ikke mine. She doesn't twist, kind of, her face. Yeah? Fortrækker. And then foretrække. That is to prefer. Jeg foretrækker at drikke vin og ikke øl. I prefer to drink wine, not beer. Yeah? Foretrække. Fortrække, foretrække. Again, it's the E that makes the difference. Yeah? So it's just above my fingers. I hope you can read my handwriting. Yeah? So fortrække is when you can twist your face. It could also be other things, of course. But it could also be to leave. I could say, skal vi ikke fortrække ind i den anden stue? Shouldn't we leave for go away to the other living room. Like, for example, I don't know, if you've been standing in one of them talking and then saying, oh, should we go to this other one to sit down? If you have several living rooms, yeah. So that was the one that I forgot to say. It could also mean to leave, yeah. Foretrække. Foretrække, on the other hand, with E, is to prefer something. Now, those were all words, well, except for the forbi and phobie. Those were all words with the E in one word, making the first syllable longer. Foregå, forestå, foretrække. But now comes other words, so now come other words that are not like that, yeah? One is mistænkelig, mistænksom. Both in English have to do with suspicion, being suspicious. So mistænkelig is when something or someone is suspicious. You or someone else is looking at that. That's suspicious. He or she is suspicious. What they're doing is suspicious. Mistænkelig. There can also be added a T sometimes, yeah? Or mistænkelige, that would be several things. Or with the definite form in front, yeah? Den mistænkelige mand, den mistænkelige kvinde. Yeah? Something out here is not right. It's suspicious. On the other hand, if you are mistænksom, as you can hear, I'm saying you are, it's something that you can be when you look on others. That is something that I or you or someone else is of other things. That's the difference. Mistænksom, you are suspicious of. Mistænkelig, if you are mistænkelig, that means something's wrong with you. Yeah? Du er mistænkelig. Others are looking at you. What's with her? What's with him? Yeah? Mistænksom, on the other hand, is that you are or someone else is suspicious of something. Han er altid meget mistænksom. He's always so suspicious. He doesn't trust anyone. Yeah? So we don't use the of in Danish, but you can be mistænksom if you're all critical and all like suspicious of something. Just going to show you that. See if I can do the right here. So above my fingers, hope that you can see it. So that is suspicious, yeah? Either you are or someone else is of something, or you or someone else or something is suspicious, yeah? Then there is ligeglad and ligegyldig. Lige in this context, actually, it sort of like means equally or equal, or equally actually, something. Ligeglad literally means equally happy. Meaning, I'm equally happy if this and I'm equally happy if that. It doesn't matter. Indifferent, not caring. Ligeglad. It could be that you're just indifferent, like as a person. Hun er bare ligeglad. Hun er altid ligeglad. Whatever it is, hun er ligeglad. Yeah? Or it could be, vil du have te eller kaffe? Oh, jeg er ligeglad. I don't care, it's fine. Either of them is fine. I can drink coffee, I can drink tea. Yeah? Jeg er ligeglad. Det er lige meget. You could also say that. Det er lige meget, M-E-G-E-T. Det er lige meget. Jeg er ligeglad. Det er lige meget. Ligegyldig, on the other hand, means unimportant. Equally valid. It's equally valid. It's not important. So it's unimportant. And I'm just going to show you that. I can do that just above my fingers again. Ligeglad, ligegyldig. Last one is udtale, udtalelse. That one is one that I hear a lot when I teach pronunciation and someone says, jeg er glad for at lære om min udtalelse. But that's just not it. Udtale is your pronunciation and probably the one that you're talking about. That's pronunciation, yeah? Udtalelse on the other hand, it's also a noun. It's also about saying something. Udtale is really out speaking, and both of them are sort of about that, yeah? Expressing something, uttering something. But udtalelse is more like an opinion about something, an utterance about something, a recommendation about something. So you could say, må jeg få en udtalelse fra den her politiker? Can I have a statement? Can I have an opinion from this politician? But it could also be, må jeg få en udtalelse til mit næste job? Can I have a recommendation for my next job? Yeah. But udtale is the one that you are probably working with, maybe even struggling with in Danish. That is your pronunciation. And that is the last one on the list here. So those were some words that you might mix up in Danish. I hope that you got something out of this video. And actually, about pronunciation, I have made a video crash course about pronunciation. You can find the link in the description. It's forever for you to keep. And it goes through all the basic elements of Danish pronunciation. There are also other resources that you can find in the comments. And if you want to support my work, you can find the link for buy me a coffee, and you can support me with whatever amount that you want, big or small. It will also be very much appreciated for making these videos. Thank you so much for watching, and happy Danish learning!